Hi Taurus, welcome back to the Manifesta Kit. So today we're going to do a reading for you for Taurus. This is a timeless general reading, just so you're aware. We're going to pray and meditate on your cards real quick and get ahead in your reading. Dear Holy Spirit, thank you for connecting with me today. If you would be so kind to allow me to connect Taurus with the most benevolent messages that you have for them. Allow them to understand where they are, where they're headed, and what it's going to take for them to get where they are to where they want to be. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for your guidance, your love, and your support continuously throughout every day. We greatly appreciate you. Thank you so much. Amen. Okay, what's the situation, Taurus? Okay. Change. 8 of Wands. Traveling, maybe. Some communication, some news out of the blue. Movement. Quick movement, even. We have an 8. And I'm really getting the sense that the situation is changes happening to where it's kind of long lasting. It's something that's deep. Because we have the infinity, the 8. It's the infinity symbol. Long lasting. Okay. Independence and creativity. Okay. Let's try this. Could you clarify the 8 of Wands, Spirit? Okay, so this is about balancing something. This is about fairness, justice, balancing the scales. We have the Justice card. So there's some kind of news out of the blue that either came or will come that will cause a quick change in a situation. And it's something that's going to be long lasting. Is this good? Is this bad? That's based on your perception. But let's put this here. Okay. What's the challenge, Spirit? Oh, we have transformation. So during this situation, you're having a hard time adjusting to it. You're having a hard time transforming. You're having a hard time understanding. You're having a hard time with clarity. Could you clarify the beliefs? Oh. Okay. We have the Wheel of Fortune, fate. So you're having a hard time with what's fated being fated. Could you clarify the challenge card, Spirit? Could you clarify, balance with home and work. You're just having a hard time balancing through this transition with either your home and work, balancing it with the transition, or the transition is somewhere in either home or work. But either way, there's some kind of transformation that's happening that you are having a hard time balancing. What's the beliefs? What does Taurus believe? Well, okay. So we have the 10 of Cups. And we also have the Cleanse card. You may have been seeing some lily pads or a lot of symbolism of lily pads lately, and maybe having dreams of water. Maybe seeing rainbows lately as well. That's just some messages I hear. Not for all, but for some. The Cleanse card, another water symbolism. So there's definitely this is about, you believe you're cleansing your emotions and uplifting yourself and getting into a higher vibrational state. That's what you believe. You believe you've done a lot of healing, a lot of shadow work. You're getting yourself where you need to be. What is the likely outcome, Spirit? What is the well, we have the Knight of Cups. And we have the 9 of Cups. And lo and behold, we have the Queen of Cups. Okay, so what I see here is beautiful. Your likely outcome. To go from the Knight of Cups to the Queen of Cups, you have everything you need with the 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups is where you have everything you need to retire, to get the job done. This couple is on this amazing lake enjoying more drinks than they could probably handle. They're having a good time. They're enjoying themselves. So the thing that's missing to get you from the Knight to the Queen is just enjoy yourself. Enjoy the ride. Understand that you have more than you need to get this done, to make it through this transition. This is the transition. You have everything you need to make it through the transition. You have literally nothing blocking you but your perception. And the likely outcome is you're going to be striving for it, but then once you have it, you're going to be a little protective. Maybe a little bit like, okay, now that this is done, I feel like I need to protect what I have and be careful with who comes into my energy, which can be healthy, Taurus. That can be healthy as long as we are balanced and understand people for their true intentions and are not blocking everyone, but understanding who to block and who not to block from entering your life. What is the root of the issue? And I really feel like you've been going through these journeys of understanding who you should let in your life. What is, because this is a very emotional reading, what's the root of the issue, Spirit? I wanted to flip. I'm not going to 100% confirm. I just want to look because I'm nosy. The root of the issue is letting fate begin its course and starts you on a new journey, and reflecting where. The root of the issue is kind of understanding how this transformation is going to help you, maybe. It really feels like you're on a journey to balance your emotions and to kind of go to learn the art of calm within the chaos. Okay. That independence and that creativity came out again. So there might be something about you just don't feel confident in being independent. Maybe not. No, I'm not judging. I'm not saying that's it. I'm not judging you on that. I'm just saying that's what the cards are saying. That maybe you feel a little bit insecure about being independent. That's all I'm saying. Take it for what it is and leave it. You don't have to accept it as your truth. This is just giving you some advice. And we can either accept or leave behind where it doesn't resonate. So it seems like the issue here is you have a hard time controlling. Okay. So we have the Page of Swords. We have the Emperor. We have Disruption. The Nine of Wands, and the Death card. So what I'm seeing here as the root of the issue is you're having a hard time maintaining your boundaries, because every time you think you're starting to maintain your boundaries and have control and be able to think clearly and communicate with others, something happens to your energy that throws you off. And you're like, what do I do with this? Like, I don't know how to handle this anger, this frustration, this anxiety, this negative feeling that's holding you down. You're like, every time I try to move forward, something happens. And that's what's clogging you to be able to move forward, because you're in this energy of believing that's what's happening. And maybe that is what's happening, but you're having a hard time transitioning through that. It seems like it's about to end, but the only way to go through the portal to get to the other side is understanding that everything's okay, everything's going to resolve itself. Just take a couple deep breaths and ride the waves, ride the chaos, stay calm, because it's about to be a whole lot better. Oh, great. We'll put Mr. Boundaries right there. Okay. What's the near future, Spirit? Apparently a lot. A lot. The near future, I feel like you're really going to be fixing the chaos. That's what I feel. Let's see. What's the near future? Okay, you're going to get bored. In the near future, you're a little stagnant, a little bit Like, where is this? When is this going to get better? You're going to be thinking, this hasn't gotten better yet, Heather. You may come back and comment, this hasn't gotten better, Heather. Because you're going to get bored. You're going to be looking at the things that you have and be like, what I wanted isn't here yet. That piece isn't here yet. Could you clarify the Four of Cups? Blew out. Yes, this new beginning. Where is this new beginning? This new opportunity. So it seems like you're going to be struggling with this for a bit, but understand, Taurus, that you do have control and you can change it today. What's the near past? Just by shifting your energy. What's the near past, Spirit? Whoa. What was the near past? I saw that disruption again. Giving and receiving, the Six of Pentacles. So the near past, you had a hard time with what energy to give, what energy to receive. Exactly, you were unsure, mystery. You weren't sure how much do you give, how much do you take, what is the right call here, and you had a hard time with your energy. You had a hard time with maybe giving to others because you were like, but because you kept thinking, but like, they don't give to me. And you know, you could be right, Taurus. But maybe that was a key to look into your boundaries and ask yourself, how long are you going to continue this? And when are you going to put your foot down and stop it? And if that's not the case, then it might just been an emotional thing where you had a hard time creating boundaries with yourself and you didn't know when to pull back on maybe the anger or the more like frustration, and when to give love in situations. It was really hard to have a clear thinking pattern on, do I give love in this moment? Do I give frustration in this moment? What do I give in this moment? What would be good for me and everyone involved? Like, you had a hard time with maybe letting things get to you too much. Yeah. What's the self-perception? Okay. What's the self-perception? Yeah, you have a lot of fears and you know it. The Seven of Cups. Excuse me. You have a lot of daydreams, good daydreams. You have a lot of dreams. You have a lot of goals, aspirations, but a lot of fears holding you back, and a lot of maybe you feel like you're not getting enough done. You feel like you haven't done enough, maybe, and you may have been tired lately, lethargic. That word came to me like I wasn't even thinking about it. It just popped out. So you might have been lethargic lately. What's the Seven of Cups? What's this? Excuse my husband in the background screaming. He's playing a video game. What's the self-perception? Ace of Swords. So you think that right now either a lot of problems keep coming up, or you have some new ideas in your head. It could be good or bad, but I think you have a lot of fears, a lot of new fears. Like, maybe every time you think you have a handle on them, they come back, or maybe you feel like you are getting a good handle on these fears. You feel like maybe like you are doing a good job, and there's definitely a relationship to new thought patterns and fears and dreams. Possibly illusions as well. What's the outside influence, or how do other people view this situation? How do other people view the... Okay, so we have the Three of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and the Three of Swords. People think you're in a lot of pain. People think maybe you're having a hard time getting along with people, or the people that have hurt you there have been people that have hurt you, and it's kind of changed the way you view the world or others. Maybe it's caused you to be a little bit defensive. She kind of has that wand, and she's holding it loosely, but in a way where she could quickly snap it and really probably break someone's wrist with that. Something like, I don't know why that came to mind. I guess it's because she has like one hand like gone and it looks like someone snapped her wrist, and she's like ready to snap someone else's. That might be this situation. Maybe someone hurt you and you're having trouble with maybe feeling maybe revengeful or a little bit like frustrated, or like, and like I said, there's absolutely no judgment. And maybe people feel like you're maybe maybe they think that this situation should be making you better, or is making you better, or causing a lot of heartbreak, and it's causing you to lash out maybe towards them. But like I said, Taurus, this is not a judgment, because 100% I will let you know I am a Taurus. No, I did not put myself in this reading, but I resonate, ironically, with a lot of it because I'm a Taurus, right? I understand where you're coming from, and I think I would be able to help you the most because I do understand. What's the action or advice? If this does not resonate, do not worry. You do not have to keep this in your mind. This does not have to take up any space in your mind. Let it go. Don't let me cloud your day. Don't let anyone cloud your day, ever. What's the action or advice? That's what I'm having to learn too. So I say everything I say with love. Trust me. Always with love. I never mean to judge anyone. I'm just saying what the cards are saying. And what advice the Spirit thinks you need to hear. The action advice. Strive for personal independence, for confidence, security. Allow yourself to feel safe again and secure. Save your money. But also spend a little bit of money on yourself and make yourself feel a little better. Like, not too much, you know. Like I just bought this shirt for myself today. You know, sometimes we gotta, it's nice, comfy shirt. Sometimes we just gotta relax and treat ourselves. What's the Knight of Pentacles? And you all know I get my nails done. What's the Knight of Pentacles? Okay, so illuminate. Why? Can you guess? Can you guess what we have to figure out? Illuminate your fears. Was that a surprise? Illuminate your fears. So definitely go towards figuring out what it is that you're so scared about, Taurus. What really scares you? What would you be scared to lose? Is it a person? Is it money? Is it a job? Is it... What is it? Because I'll tell you now, everyone on this planet is going to lose absolutely everything one day except themselves, right? So you really have to understand all we have is ourselves at the end of the day, the end of everything. And do I know that 100%? Of course not. You know, we may have each other, and I think we will have each other once again, obviously. But I think that the point is everyone ebbs and flows, everyone does their own thing, everyone goes on their own journey, but you are always with yourself 100% of the time, and will always be with yourself 100% of the time, and on a soul level. And so I really feel like the constant lesson here is, remember, it's okay to lose things, because things come and go. And that is life, and it's unfortunate and it's sad. And of course, you know, if there's grieving, of course, grieve and heal. And of course, 100%, I'm not discounting any of that. Feel what you feel. Ask yourself why you feel it. Heal it. Only you know the missing code. And then move forward. Apply it to yourself and move forward, and then teach someone else that, you know? Let's see. What will happen if Taurus implements this action or advice? I hope you really understand and resonate, Taurus, with what I'm trying to say, because I do understand whether or not you may think I do. I do understand to a degree what you are going through. And I know everyone's situation is unique, and everyone does have really hard circumstances. But I also know that everything does have a purpose. Well, as far as I can know, that everything has a purpose. And from my own experience, it's worth healing through. The light at the other end of the tunnel is worth it to heal. To heal or ask ourselves why we feel the way we feel. Why is it upsetting us? How do we heal it? How do we move forward? And how do we transmute that energy into positive? How do we teach that to someone else? What will happen if Taurus implements this action or advice here, Spirit? A treasure for the soul. So you're going to find a key that is really going to help you on your path moving forward. So it seems like the situation is really going to help give you something that is going to help you later on down the road. So you're kind of in a way gifting yourself something. You know, I said learn and move on and teach it to someone else, but it really feels like you're going to be in the future. It's going to come like a boomerang back to you. We have about every other color on the rainbow here, which it signifies this 10 of Cups, which is complete happiness. Let's do a stress relief card to end this reading. What card do you recommend, Spirit, for Taurus at the moment? After I'm done with this reading, I'm going to play this back to myself as a viewer and be like, man, you're right, girl. Like, I do have to do all this. Identify areas of your life that are out of balance. Sit down and close your eyes. Take a deep, calming breath. Briefly think about areas of your life such as work, home. Ooh, and I just fell. Work, home, physical activity, fun, romance, family, etc. Think about these areas and identify any areas that seem out of balance. Think of one or two small things you can do to change. That like having it... Oh, sorry, I can't read this. I'm trying to show you, but I can't read like that. My eyes are down here. Think of one or two small things you can do to change. That like having a... I think that sentence is wrong. Like having a date night or a family fun night. You can pause this video to read if you would like. To read this video, to read this card. I clearly need to take a nap, you guys. So I think I'm going to end this reading here. And maybe that's a signifier that maybe you guys should take a nap too. And we should all rest and cleanse. Look at all this blue on this table. We have a lot of cleansing to do. A lot of raising our vibration at the moment. Let's not forget it's Mercury retrograde. So absolutely everything is chaotic. Communications off. Our phones are messing up. Electronics messing up. We're tripping and falling and spilling over things. So it's been kind of a hectic week. But it seems like once we get past this mountain here, we're going to be sliding right back down. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So thank you, Taurus. Have a good night.